We'd like to do another example with an exponential equation, but first I'd like to talk about powers on a base. So here I have some powers of 2, and we're just going to look at what happens to these when we evaluate these, keeping in mind the change in the exponent. So let's start at the top here. 2 to the third is 8, because it's 2 times 2 times 2. So let's write that down. 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. All right, 2 squared is 4. And 2 to the first is 2. All right, and then the question becomes, what is 2 to the 0? All right, well, if you look at each step here, we start with 2 to the third, and we get 8, and then 2 to the second, so that's a decrease in 1 in the exponent, and it ends up becoming 4, and 4 is half of 8. So it's like we took the 8 here and multiplied it by 1/2. All right, and similarly, when we went from 4 to 2, we lowered the exponent by 1, and again, it's like we divided by 2. All right, so if we keep up this pattern, dividing by 2, 2 to the 0 should be 2 divided by 2, which is 1. All right, let's keep going with that. What happens if we take another 1 away from the exponent? Well, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. How about 2 to the negative 2? We'll divide by 2 again. So 1/2 divided by 2 is 1/4. 2 to the negative third would be 1/8, and so on. All right, so the minus sign here, which you might notice, talks about a reciprocal, or means a reciprocal. So 1/4, we could think of that as 1 over 2 squared. 1/8 is 1 over 2 cubed. So the minus sign in the exponent means it really should be represented in the denominator with a positive exponent. Okay, this is all useful when we're dealing with equations with a fraction like this, 1/9. Recall the way to solve an exponential equation is to get the same base on both sides and then set the exponents equal to each other. Well, over here we have 1/9. Well, we know that 9 can be represented as a power of 3. It's 3 squared. So let's go ahead and write that in there. We have 3 to the 3x minus 7 equals 1 over 3 squared. All right, and now thinking about it this way, 1 over 3 squared is going to be the same as 3 to the negative 2. So we have 3 to the 3x minus 7 equals 3 to the minus 2. All right, now both sides have the same base. We can set the exponents equal to each other. So 3x minus 7 equals negative 2. Add 7 to both sides. We have 3x equals 5, and so x equals 5/3.